Yeah. Oh, we live. Oh, we live in his app. Oh, we live. The pastor is in full effect. Oh, we live. Welcome. Welcome to the preacher, Brother Derrick. I am your preacher, Brother Derrick. And even though we did our Sunday sermon yesterday, I thought we'd do a sermon today. And I thought we would try on a different channel. So let's just get started here.
BROTHA, the one man show. Maybe the people some folks. Yo, I ain't got no baby mama, don't want the drama. Don't want to have a brat with a hood rat. I want to love a woman I can be proud of. Yo, my wrong, but want a nice lady that I crack the films that are shady, low down and clueless. Ignorant, masculine, and useless. I understand the opposites attract wild, we catch the ones that are dirty, fat, and black. Head never done, filthy personal nails, wrestling like a bomb straight out of jail. Oversized sweatshirts, tight jeans, use free slang like you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I've seen these phrases emphasize her point while she brags about her ex-points in the joint, or the day when she used to get high, or her journals on how many guys between her thighs, or her tattoos on her little boobs or that followers who released in a decade or two. Talking about child support from these zeros. One got life, the other's on death row. Yo, I want a woman who thinks like me, who doesn't drink like me, who has no desire to get hot. When things get rough, she will still lie with me, cry with me, and if necessary, die with me. People tell me that the right one will come along, but the ones that come along are always wrong. And tell me, am I finicky, too damn picky, the one someone mellow like me, cry like me, someone who will stimulate my mind, a woman who's sexy and kind, who long for romantic strolls, no piercing in their nose, no weird hair colors, who's happy to spend quality time with each other, sharing our dreams, being realistic, not letting materialistic possessions become an obsession, but realizing that life is a variable aspect, making wise decisions so that we have no regrets, openly expressing our views, no hesitation, and intensity of our love making, producing afterglow, that everyone will know the power of our union, will be blessed like Holy Communion, two bodies coming together, not counting if the world ends, suspended by the act of sharing mutual orgasms. No need to fake, no need to take five. Passion is the potion for our locomotion, the fuel of our monogamy, erasing the monotony of living in this mixed up world. Where are you? I'm waiting for you, girl. I want a woman who thinks like me, who doesn't drink like me, who has no desire to get high. When things get rough, she will still lie with me, cry with me, and if necessary, die with me. Yeah. Someone says they need one mic. Well, I need one night with the right female. Someone who makes all pale in comparison, not look, but the way they carry themselves, confident but not stuck up like a Southern belle, or ignorant like a ghetto chick. They don't attract me at all, not even a little bit. The way your sleazy is dressed, the way your cheesy is jeans, the girl in my jeans will be sexy or classy. Have a ladylike demeanor, not crass and nasty. I know y'all in the back street are laughing at me, but you feel what I'm saying. You get tired of laying up with anything along with breathing, especially when you reach your goals. People around gets old, it's gonna happen when that child support starts sapping your pay. Or another man is tapping your baby booty, telling them what to do. This may sound aloof, but I'm bringing the truth. I want to marry that woman on my child, be there in my home while they're growing up. Looking out for them when they're growing up. You guys might think I'm dreaming, but I keep searching, scheming for a woman who won't desert me, hurt me.
Hey Dave, hey Naya.
A woman that's spiritually strong. Yo, I want a woman who thinks like me, who doesn't drink like me, has no desire to get high. When things get rough, she will still lie with me, cry with me, and if necessary, die with me. Yo, I'm searching for a woman who thinks like me, who doesn't drink like me, has no desire to get high. When things get rough, she will still lie with me, cry with me, and if necessary, die with me. This is BROTHA, the one-man show. Once again, coming at you with something that I hope you can use in your life. when you making the right choices. Don't just go for looks. Don't just go for money. Think with somebody who you can honestly spend the rest of your life with, who you can see how the future with. Because that's how you be happy. I'm out. Bro Derrick, the one man show.
That's where that sound came from. Just had to find something on the keyboard that actually matched. All right, y'all, welcome to the Preacher Brother Derrick Show. This is another channel we lining up. But as I realized, we have a lot of warning on some of our channels. This channel is clear. There's no warning, no strike, no anything. I was gonna come to y'all with a sermon about loving each other. When somebody sent me a link, now keep in mind, this came across the phone, and I looked at it and didn't pay it no mind. But somebody asked me to take a look at it. And it was at that point that I said, you know what, we're gonna have to teach a lesson. And some people get mad when we teach a lesson. And that's too bad. Some people get a little bit mad. They're gonna have to deal with it. Oh Lord, this thing acting stupid again. Here it is. I want y'all to take a look at this. And then we're gonna discuss it. But there's a lesson to be learned. We're not doing this to clout chase. We ain't doing this for no views. We're doing it to teach a lesson to the sector. But this foolishness got to stop. And it's mostly in our community. There's no way you could love somebody and shame them like this. There's no way in the world. So let's pull up that. Let's open another window. All right, so we got 3 of them. Let's open another window up and let's go. I want y'all to have a listen to this. And you'll see what I mean. Let me fix that real quick.
All right, where is Donna at, motherfucker? I've been asking for Donna for 3 years. 3 years. Nigga, you ain't even got one picture with your woman. Yeah, come on, get the shots. Get her. Get her. Get her. Her hand's so funny, bitch. Uh-huh. What, you mad? All right, because look, if anybody want to say that my wife is fat, understand that none of these niggas is putting their women on camera to show that their women is skinnier than her. And when we go find, we gotta hunt these niggas women down, we gonna find out that their women is bigger than her. All of they niggas women is bigger than her. That's why they don't want to put them on camera. That's why they don't want to put them on camera. Can you imagine if I was beefing with Tommy? You know, Tommy's up all those skinny ass broads. If I was beefing with Tommy, he would have called the female over there. He would have paid for a supermodel or some shit like, yeah, Vic, don't challenge me like that. Look, I got one. You can't even find a bitch to lay up with y'all niggas. Fat, skinny, tall, short, black, white. Where is your woman at? Her. She been live for over an hour. Alright? Worried about the king. King is doing well, Todd. Alright? Worried about the king. Ain't that something? Alright? Worried about the king.
Alrighty. Let's come back. Alrighty, y'all. We watched that. Did you see how he just shamed his wife? She was so embarrassed. She did not want to be put out there like that. But this is the same man that had his neighbor on yesterday. And they had a conversation and he put it on the air and doxed her. And she was cussing him out and he found it funny. The people that watch him found that funny. This is why I'm making the video. Because it's none of my business. But I see a correction need to be made. We need to make a correction in this sector. What is wrong with our daggone people? Why would you embarrass that woman like that? It's bad enough that she got to go around knowing that everybody knows that you ain't nothing but a bum that lay around and she been taking care of you until you got your YouTube stuff off the ground. That's bad enough. But then you got to put it out there? There's no reason for you to put your wife on YouTube. You need content that bad? You got to record your neighbors without knowing it and put it up for content? I'm calling you out, sir. But I'm not calling you out for no beef. I'm calling you out to make a correction because you said you were Jesus guy. Jesus wouldn't do that. And you know it. Now, a lot of people were making videos about me talking about you said you were going to take your wife out to dinner. And you was bragging about taking her out to dinner. Like you was going to take her to a nice restaurant or something. You took her to the daggone KFC drive-thru and got some damn chicken tenders. You ain't even get a bucket of chicken. Okay? All you do is sit around and brag. That's all you got. If you don't brag, nobody won't watch you. Is that it? You have to brag. I got this. I got that. The whole time. Even when you told people not to watch me in September of 2019, I never came. Never came after your house, never came after the carpet, never came after the light fixture, never said a bad word about Vivi, and I never said anything bad about your wife. I'm not married to her, but I wouldn't harm her. But you keep putting her up on the screen. You can see how uncomfortable she looks, but you don't care. So how can you say you love her, and yet you keep putting her in these situations? You can't love her. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. You can't love her. That was sad. You did Miss Joyce like that. That's sad you did Miss Joy like that. The fact that she put up with your butt all these years. Even your enemies have to respect that she put up with you for all these years. But you keep putting her out there. Just to get some donations? Just to entertain your viewers? And I'm just as ticked off with your damn viewers. Because a lot of the people in your chat are women. And them women ain't got no problem with you putting your wife out there like that. What the hell's wrong with them women? Where was you at, Erica? Where was y'all at? Y'all sat there and let this man do this. Y'all sitting there, hey, go over, yeah. What the hell wrong with y'all? I'm sitting there showing the mentality of the dumb white people and our dumb president, and y'all acting more of a fool than they do. That's what you want to see. How can you say you care about that woman and you love her, and you saw the look in her eye? She was so ashamed. She did not want to be there. But y'all rooting on. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. You don't know what love is. Because if you knew what love was, you wouldn't act like how you act. Now, somebody got a problem, come see me. You can't tell me nothing I said was wrong. But if you want to come over here and try, you welcome to come over here and get this work. Because you're going to lose, and you're going to lose badly. And we don't care about being flagged. That's why we got this brand, we got this new channel with nothing on it. You want to strike it, go ahead. Strike my behind while you're at it. But you're going to take this tongue lash. Somebody tell me that I was wrong, and I'll shut up. Somebody tell me I was wrong, and I'll take this stream down and restart. I'll listen. Anybody? Anybody want to wander in here? There's no way in the world you can say you love somebody and put them on blast like that. It ain't the first time you done it. You gonna sit there and call her fat to her face. That's what you did. Yeah, y'all say, my wife fat. Look at her. But that girlfriend is fatter. You just told the world your wife was fat. You just told your wife that to her face on national TV. You think that didn't hurt her feelings? That didn't embarrass her? Seriously. You that desperate to get donations and attention. Man, I don't never want to be big like that. If I got to act a fool like that, if I got to hurt the people that I say I love like that, I don't want it. I'll stay small and be happy. All you do, look at my weed. Look at my pipe. Look at my Honda. The people paid for it. All you do is brag. You brag about stuff like nobody else can get it. Y'all live in an apartment. At least I don't have no landlord to deal with. But then you got to keep fixing up that place of yours. I ain't fixed out not a darn thing. Because I don't care where I live, as long as it's clean and bug-free. Doctors told me I can't drive. You think I wouldn't like to get me a little ride? They told me they don't want me to drive. Why would I be impressed? Yeah, you get more donations than I get, and that's your income, though. I got an income. My bills get paid every month. My birthday be the end of this month. I'm not gonna do no birthday drive like you do. You want somebody to provide gifts for your daughter? When your wife's birthday comes, you want somebody to provide money for that? People donate if they want to. I'm not gonna beg them. I just can't believe that you would sit there and insult your wife like that and put her on blast. Now, I don't know the woman, but what I've seen of her over the years, she seems to be a pretty nice lady. But you tell me you taking me out to dinner, and you take me to the drive-thru and get me some daggone, don't even get me the bucket of chicken with some biscuit and some macaroni and cheese and some rice or something. You get me some daggone, little chicken tenders? Oh, hell no. We gonna fight. So that's gotta be a good woman. Because you clowned the hell out of her that day. And I called you out on it. And ain't nobody say I was wrong either. And I'm calling you out for this. Don't want no beef with you. But if you a Jesus guy, like you say, I hope that you'll take what I say to heart and make the correction. Instead of lashing out in ignorance, just make the correction. Hey, how you doing, the driver? Wait a minute, driver don't have a wrench for this channel. There you go. That's fixed. Anybody else ain't got a wrench? We haven't done nothing on the channel in a year. I dug it from out the crib. Now you say it appears to be a form of abuse. It's got to be an abuse. It's one thing to be open. Y'all know I'm open with y'all on everything. Y'all know I take y'all wherever I go. Y'all know this. But I'm not going to embarrass people around me just to get some attention. Y'all see me out there talking to the people. Y'all see me talking to my neighbors. Y'all see me out there going off in the market. But they know I'm recording. But you sit there and go roll up on somebody and put a camera in their face and then call them fat to their face. Yeah. My wife fat? But how come these other guys' wives fatter? Liz said she didn't even look up. That's so sad. Why do you keep embarrassing that woman? The woman that stood by you. And y'all can get mad at me and come do what you want to do. I don't care. But you know what I'm saying, the truth. I don't see how you say you love somebody and keep putting them on blast like that. If she wanted to be on camera, she start her own YouTube show. You using her to make a point. The same way you use the fact that she go to work while you lay around the damn house. You a user. Shame on you, Victor Moan. And shame on the Army. Every one of them people that was rooting you on. Shame. That's what I said. He called his own wife fat to her face. Told the whole world. Yeah, look at her. Yeah, my wife fat. Why do you think she deserved that? Now they probably over there calling me every name in the book, and so what? Now one of them won't come over here and tell me I'm wrong. I'll listen. Anybody from the Army want to come over here and tell me I'm wrong? I'll give them a few minutes, and then we're going to go on with the show. If you see something wrong and you don't say nothing, that means you condone it. If you don't call somebody out when they doing wrong, you condone it. And if you condone it, that means you agree with it. You cool with it. You got no problem with it. I'm waiting. Nobody gonna come over here? So we can go ahead on with the show. All right, let's move on. You tell everybody you love that woman. You don't show it. So, speaking about love, what does the Bible say about love? He who does not love does not know God, for God is love. 1 John 48. What is love? What does the Bible say about love? He who does not love, we already said that. When we think of love, it's easy to think about good feelings. But real love is not dependent on feelings. It's so much more than how I feel about someone, whether it's a romantic love, a member of the family, a friend, a co-worker. So often love is given and received based on what I myself get out of it. But what do I do when it costs me something to love someone? How does the Bible tell us to love? Love is long-suffering and kind. It does not envy. It does not parade itself. It's not puffed up. Does not behave rudely. Does not seek its own. It is not provoked. Thinks no evil. Does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth. Bears all things. Believes all things. Hopes all things. Endures all things. Love never fails. 1 Corinthians 13:4-8. So what is love then? When can I do all these things in spite of my feelings? Regardless of someone's action, that is love. I do not feel loving when I am tempted to anger, to impatience, to seek my own, to believe the worst, to give up on someone. But when I deny these feelings and rejoice, am long-suffering, humble myself, bear with someone, endure all things, that is true love. Love lays down its life. Those natural reactions in the man that are part of human nature and expects nothing in return. Greater love has no man than this, than to lay down one's own life for his friend. John 15:13. What does the Bible say about love? Loving first. It is in this love, not that we love God, but that he loved us and sent his son. 1 John 4:10. It's great if someone loves me and I love them in return. That's easy, but that is not proof of love. God loved us before we loved him, and we certainly did nothing to deserve that love. What if someone had treated me badly? Where's my love then? Love gives, and not only to those who are good to us. It loves its enemy. It loves first, and it doesn't disappear if that love is never reciprocated. It endures all things. But I say to you, love your enemies. Bless those who curse you. Do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who spitefully use and persecute you, that you may be sons of your Father in heaven. Matthew 5:44-45. What does the Bible say about love? Godly love. If someone says, I love God and hates his brother, he is a liar. For he who does not love his brother, whom he has seen, how can he love God who he has not seen? And this commandment we have for him, that he who loves God must love his brother. 1 John 4:20-21. Our love for God is not greater than our love for our fellow men. Godly love does not change according to its circumstance. It's rooted and grounded. The tendency is to want others to change. We feel that it is difficult to love someone as they are and would prefer they were different. But this is not what the Bible says about love. This is proof that we are more concerned with our own happiness and comfort than with love for others. We are seeking our own. But what is love? The truth is, instead of hoping for others to change, we need to find the sin in ourselves and cleanse that out. The self-interest, know-it-all attitude, conceit, stubbornness, etc. The sin that I find when I deal with others in the course of life. If we cleanse ourselves from these things, then we can bear, believe, hope, and endure all things from the other. We love them as they are, and we can pray for them out of a sincere godly love and concern for them. And there are no exceptions. No, well, this person doesn't deserve it. Jesus laid down his life for us, the ultimate sign of how much he loved us, and no one has ever been less deserving than we are of that. To love does not mean to agree with someone's sin, to say everything that they do is okay. Rather, it is to bear with them, to pray for them, to have faith for them, to want the very best for them. It is action in spite of how I feel. Then I can come from having a natural dislike for someone to having a genuine love for them. In order to help someone and turn them from things that could be harmful to them, I can exhort, advise, or correct them from the things that could be harmful to them. I can exhort, advise, or correct them, but only when I do it out of a genuine concern and care for them. Everyone I meet should sense a drawing to Christ through me. Love is what draws people. Goodness, kindness, meekness of heart, patience, understanding. How can someone feel drawn if their experience of me is impatience, hardiness, rudeness, hate, etc.? So if I feel that I am lacking in true godly love, then I can pray to God that he can show me how I can gain more of it. I need to be willing to give up my own self-will and think of others before myself. And now abide faith, hope, love, these three. But the greatest of these is love. 1 Corinthians 13:13. All right, now I picked that out at random. I didn't even read it. But it said exactly what I said in the beginning of this show. And it's with love that you correct. Even if somebody don't want to hear it. When the anger die down, they'll be able to say, you know what? He was right. I was wrong for what I did. That's why you correct people. How you doing, Blind Seer? So do y'all understand what real love is? Real love isn't I love you while you doing what I think you should do. Real love is even when you doing something stupid. I don't agree with what you're doing. I don't like you out there selling drugs. I don't like you online acting a fool. That don't mean I don't love you. I just don't like the behavior you show. And I'm going to keep praying that you come around. But if I see you doing something and you know it's wrong, if I don't say nothing, I'm telling everybody I condone it. If I don't say anything about it, I'm telling everybody I condone it. Now I'm looking, we on band 13, we doing -95, and we got all 4 bars. So why were we red? Hold on, I got somebody here with me. Hang on. Oops. I keep hitting the wrong button. Keep hitting the wrong button. Alrighty, what are y'all talking about in the chat? TSA, may the gods watch over you and bless you with fruitful reward. Alright, I don't know what y'all talking about in the chat. Like I said, you know, if you see something wrong going on and you don't say something, like I said, you condone it. And if you go along with the crowd and don't have the courage to stand up and say something, if I see something wrong, I call it out. How did I come into this sector? I called out a man. We're talking about another man's daughter. That's how I came into the sector. So I haven't done nothing that I haven't done before. When she chooses, she's known to give eternal youth to whom she chooses. Now, like I said, right before I came live, I downloaded. I just typed into the chat, "What is love?" And in the Google, and that popped up. Alrighty, y'all. That was a family member. I apologize. Let's get to our next topic here. This is the topic that I wanted to cover today. Let me blow this up so y'all can see it. Now, the reason for me typing this in. Hey, Mandy. The reason I typed this in, yesterday we did a lot of coverage on the mask. I even showed you how to make a mask, how to prepare it, how to breathe in it. But a lot of people seem to think that wearing a mask can hurt you, or wearing a mask limits you, or you feel that you're doing what the government wants you to do. And so you don't want to wear a mask. Hold on a second. Alrighty, y'all. Sorry, talking to another family member. Like I said, this is what I plan to talk about until I saw that clip. And shout out to the person that made me watch it, because it came across the phone, and I was wondering why was Victor Moan's wife on the screen, but I just didn't pay no mind. But anyway, our topic for the day was why people won't wear masks. And the two topics are linked. And we're going to weave them all together. Hey, Snazzy Girl. We're going to weave all this together. Because the reason that you wear a mask is not just for you. You do it for your fellow man. Unless you've been tested, you don't know if you have the CV. There are some people that get the CV and don't show no symptoms and go right through it and don't know they had it. But what about the people they come in contact with? Suppose they not that lucky. You don't wear a mask just for you. You wear a mask to protect the people you come around. Am I my brother's keeper? According to the Bible, yes, you are. And the greatest commandment is to love God with all your heart, soul, and mind. And the second commandment is to love your fellow man. So when you don't want to put a mask on, you showing you don't care about your fellow man. Because if you did, you wouldn't cry about having to wear a mask. Because you're acting like a little kid. Let's keep it real. You're acting like a little child. I don't want to take a bath. I don't want to take a bath. Well, you ain't going to be stinking. You going to take a bath. I just washed them sheets and you ain't putting your dirt. You been playing outside in the dirt all day. You're not going to come put your stinking body on them sheets. You're going to take a bath. I don't understand. The girl across the street, she only take a bath once a week. And the girl down the road, she take a bath once every 2 weeks. Why I got to take a bath every night? Well, this is how you act when you say you don't want to wear a mask. I don't give a darn about my fellow man. All right, hold on a sec. Somebody made a comment, and let's go get it. You said God gave us free will, and it's not one of the commandments to wear a mask. You're absolutely right. But if you want to come around other people and not get infected or infect anybody else, then it's common courtesy to wear a mask if you care about your fellow man. But you got the will, the free will to stay home. You got the free will not to go to that restaurant. You got the free will not to go to the beach. You got the free will not to get on the subway. You got the free will not to do any of that. But if you choose to do so, why not respect your fellow man? I'll listen, Miss Mandy. Hey, you don't have to go nowhere. You don't have to go shopping. But why should you risk infecting other people because you don't want to do something? What about the other people? They don't matter. Only what you want matter. Then you should stay away from people then. But I'll listen. I haven't got the CV yet, and I got 4 of them. This is just one of them. Mandy says, I have a car, I have God, and I am good. If you don't wear a mask, then you shouldn't go to a public place where there's going to be other people at. You wear the mask to protect people from you. They wear a mask to protect themselves from you. That's a mutual respect. But when you say, I'm not going to wear a mask, you say, I don't give a darn about you. You say, I don't give a darn about my family. I don't give a darn about my kids. I don't give a darn about grandma and grandpa. That's what you say when you don't wear it. You say it with the action. The action say it. The action say, I'm selfish. I only care about myself. Screw everybody else. I only care about myself. If we go look at the numbers, the driver say the mask help, but it's not 100% protection. So, driver, your name is the driver, so I assume you drive for a living. Do you wear your seatbelt when you drive? When you go to work, do you wear your seatbelt? I'm listening. When you go to work, do you wear your seatbelt? Manny, when you get in your car, do you wear your seatbelt? I know a lot of people that don't want to wear their seatbelt. And there have been people who've been in car crashes and had their seatbelt on and still died. But having that seatbelt on, you said that's for you and it's a law. So why can't we make a law mandating that people wear masks? I got you now. Now I got you. You ain't got nowhere to go now. There ain't no room to run now. I know people that don't wear their seatbelt because they believe it's not going to help them in the crash. I know people that ride bikes and don't wear that helmet. They laugh at me. Look at you looking silly with that helmet on. Got in there to have a camera on it. But I know if I fall, that helmet is going to help protect my noggin if my head hit the ground. But there are people that don't wear them. There are people that ride scooters. You see them going around on the lime scooters. They ain't got no daggone helmet on. But then when you look at the injury, and you see all the head injury, it makes sense. It's inconvenient to have that thing on your head. I know, especially in the heat, it's inconvenient to have a mask on. If you're sitting in the car and ain't got no AC and it's 90 degrees, it's inconvenient to have that seatbelt pulling on you and you sweating like a pig. But think of all the people that got ejected from their cars, right through the windshield. It's the same thing. If you get in a car accident and somebody hit you, you're going to ruin their insurance credit because you're going to have more injuries because you're not in the seatbelt. You might even get somebody, because they hit you and you get ejected from the car, you might have somebody facing manslaughter. But you didn't wear your seatbelt. You wore your seatbelt, you might not have got ejected from the car. So even though you're doing what you want to do, you are affecting somebody else's life. This is my point. So when people say it shouldn't be a law, people will tell you, they'll line up. I don't want to wear no seatbelt. They'll line up. I don't understand why I gotta have a bike helmet on. They'll line up. They'll line up and tell you, I don't want to wear no mask. When they get the vaccine, they're gonna line up. I ain't taking that vaccine. They got the 5G stuff in there. I ain't taking it. You ain't the New World Order ain't taking me out. People ain't gonna take the vaccine. So what good is the vaccine? People ain't gonna take it. And you send the kids to school, and the kids that don't take it infect the kids that do. Do y'all understand what I'm saying to you? There's gotta be a point where your will has to open up for somebody else's will. If your dog got rabies, it shouldn't be allowed to be put in the same pen with other people's dogs who don't have rabies. But I don't care if my dog got rabies. I paid for him to go in that pen while we go shop. So he going in there. And then all the dogs get rabies. Because that one person. Yes, my free will. I paid for the dog to be in there. I don't care if it got rabies. That's your problem. Your dog should leave my dog alone. You know? People should have pit bulls. I think that pit bulls should be killed. Ain't no good reason for a pit bull to be walking around. All the attacks they do. People still got pit bulls. Then they supposed to be on the leash. I ain't putting my pit bull on the leash. He listened to me. Stop biting him. Stop. Let him go. Oh, Lord. Somebody call the police. Oh, my dog is going crazy. Oh, Lord. I should have had him on the leash. We can do this all day. You ain't going to win this argument. We can do it all day. What about the people from foreign countries? In order for your kid to go to school, they got to get the shot. Some countries, they don't believe in them shots. So, do you tell them people from Cucamajo, yeah, go ahead and let your kids be around my kids? They haven't had no shots, but ours have. I guess they'll be all right. Same thing. Randy said, I'm not arguing. Because you're not going to win it. For every argument you bring, I can bring up another thing. There are so many things that we do that we personally don't want to do. Hey, man, do you believe in car insurance? Well, I got to carry car insurance. If I hit somebody, I just pay for it. Why are you going to lock me up? Because I ain't got no car insurance. Because if you can't pay for it, then the fund that we all pay into has to pay for it. But once again, screw everybody else. I'm special. I know people that have been driving for a while, they ain't got no driver's license. They ain't never been caught. I know somebody that drunk drive. They ain't never been caught. Should they be allowed to go drink and drive and go kill somebody? Because eventually they're going to do it. But they got the free will, right? We can keep going. We can go on and on and on. If you have a problem with your vision, but you think you look ugly with glasses on and you don't like contact, and you feel you still should be able to get behind the wheel, that's your free will. We're going to lock you up when we catch you, but that's your free will. Hopefully, you don't run over no little kids. Hopefully, you don't run over no old folk. The driver says, I believe they're trying to use masks to keep the country open, BD. They refuse to shut down. Mandy says, you're not winning S. I'm not arguing apples and oranges. These are totally different things. Shouldn't judge people. That's not a good argument, but nice try. Love you. But that's not a good argument. We have to do things that we don't want to do for the benefit of other people. Wearing a mask is just one of them. I know people that want to go in the store with no shoes on. I know people that want to go in the store, especially the men, them old redneck men, they don't want to put no shirt on. They want to walk around the store with no shirt on. Stomach hanging. Sweat coming off of them. But they got laws saying you got to wear a shirt to go in the store, right? They got laws that say you got to have shoes on, right? Isn't it their free will to walk around barefoot? Weren't we born barefoot? But they wasn't barefoot in the Bible. They had sandals on. They didn't walk around with no shirt on back in the biblical times. Why do you think you can do it now? Do you get what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to concede for the benefit of everybody. No, the mask is not 100% because most people don't have a good mask. But any protection is better than none. Mandy says, better keep your mask forever because there's TB, flu, pneumonia, bronchitis. They kill me. But this is one we can prevent. Wear your mask. Don't put your hands in your mouth unless you sanitize your hands. Don't touch your nose unless you sanitize your hands. Don't put your fingers to your eye unless you sanitize your hands. We get ready to send the kids back to school. Adult can remember that. You think a kid gonna remember that? Every time I see a kid, I got something in my eye. So even if you don't, well, this mask right here is cheap. But what makes this mask different is what's in it. HEPA filter. 97.7% at blocking anything above 0.2 micron. When you buy them fashion masks, they come with these. They call PM 2.5. You don't want that crap. It only protect you to 2.5 micron. So if somebody on you, anything smaller than 2.5 microns coming right through. This is only about 70% effective. .7%. I'd rather you put this filter on your face and walk around than wear a mask. The driver say it's very hard for a child to catch the virus. But they can still carry it. And what happened when somebody picked them up? Oh, you're so cute. Oh, what if somebody old pick them up? What if somebody with respiratory problems pick them up? Suppose they're being raised by their grandparent. And they come home and they cough once an hour. And then, then all of a sudden, grandma and granddad on the ventilator. If we're not going to shut the country down, the least we can do, because it appears that people can't stay away from each other. They got to go to the beach. They got to go to the bar. They got to go freak each other in the club. The least you can do is wear a mask. Because if we ain't going to shut the country down, there shouldn't be no bars open. There shouldn't be no clubs open. There shouldn't be no beaches open until we get this disease under control. Now, y'all saw what happened when they opened up. Look what happened to the state. They got them nice beaches. Jumped up. Places, they got them clubs. Jumped up. People won't stay off Bourbon Street, New Orleans, and jumped up. They had nerve to open up Disney World. Florida, before September, is going to be #1. They're going to take out New York. California is chasing New York, and and Florida is chasing California. And Texas is on the hill. Because Texas was before Florida a few days ago. Florida passed them. We haven't even seen the stats today. But if you love your fellow man, it won't kill you to wear a mask. Now, the reason that they told you not to worry about a mask in the beginning was because our president got rid of everything and didn't have any masks for the health workers. So all the masks went to them that we could dig up and find because Trump got rid of them. That's why you were told not to get one, because you couldn't get one. And they had shipment from China. They had sent some over here, and they let them sit there, afraid to open them up. But yet, China under control, and we ain't. You was afraid to open up the Chinese masks and give them out. But they got that situation under control. We don't. Ain't that a bit? So let's go take a look at these CD numbers here. We didn't get to what you call it. We'll get to it. Take a look at the CV. See how we doing today. $3,887,549 cases that we know of. 143,233 deaths. Recovered 1,798,78. 93% of those were discharged, and 7% of those died. So we're looking at a 7% death rate. New York, 433,774. They picked up 460 new cases a day. Total deaths, 32,570. 18 people died in New York today. California, 387,784. They picked up 4,816 cases a day. Total deaths, 7,702. No deaths today in California reported. I don't know if I believe that, but okay. Florida, 350,047. They picked up 12,478 cases. So them shutting down again ain't do no good. They got 5,000 deaths, and 87 of them happened today. Texas, they got 4,958 new cases today. 33 people died. Look at New Jersey. New Jersey was the number 2 and dropped in the ranking. Illinois get ready to take out New Jersey. They picked up 47 cases today. 5 people died. Illinois, they picked up 965 new cases today. They had 5 people die. But I want y'all to watch this top 4. If California and Florida keep putting these numbers up, they're going to take out New York. It's only a 30,000 case difference between California and Florida. And that's 17, and it's only 40-something thousand between New York and California. Governor Cuomo will have a party when one of these take that #1 slot. Watch. They're going to have a party. Illinois, 965 cases. They coming after New Jersey. 5 deaths. Arizona, 2,359 cases a day. 31 deaths. Georgia on my mind. 3,251 new cases. 5 people died today. Massachusetts, they picked up 296. 12 people died. Pennsylvania, they picked up 604. 5 died. North Carolina, they picked up 1,820. No deaths reported. Louisiana, 3,116. Stay off Bourbon Street. They lost 34. Michigan, they picked up 130. They lost 2. Maryland, my little town of Maryland, my little state of Maryland. We picked up 925. We lost 9 today. Oh, Tennessee get ready to take us out. Tennessee is going to take us out tomorrow. I guarantee you, we come here tomorrow, Tennessee is going to take us out. Tennessee was way at the bottom. But look at them. They sprung up. They sprung up like the phoenix from the ashes. They had 1,779 cases. 5 people died. If Maryland hadn't put up this 9, look at this. 78, 131, 78, 115. It's 16 cases between Maryland and Tennessee. We were 4 hours from New York. That's why we high. But man, look at that. Tennessee ain't nowhere near New York, but look at that. They can take us out. And look, Virginia coming right behind. 1,057. They lost 2. Ohio, 1,107. They lost 40. South Carolina. What's going on, the driver? What's going on, Fancy? Y'all coming up too. 2,374. Y'all lost 20 today. Alabama, 1,777. They lost 1 today. Indiana, 917. They lost 2. Connecticut didn't give any stats. Washington, 257 new cases, no deaths. Minnesota, 734 new cases, 3 deaths. M-I, a crooked letter, I, crooked letter, I, humpback, I. 792 new cases. 9 people died today. Wisconsin, 830. 1 person died today. Colorado ain't get no stat. Iowa, 683. 5 people died today. Nevada, 1,288. 1 person died today. Missouri, 757. 1 died today. Utah, 785. No deaths reported. Arkansas didn't see in. Oklahoma, 209. No deaths reported. Nothing for Nebraska. Kansas, 133. 1 died. Nothing for Kentucky or Rhode Island yet. New Mexico, 235. 2 deaths. Oregon, 430. 3 deaths. Idaho didn't see in the day yet. Delaware, 90. No deaths. District of Columbia, 67. No deaths. South Dakota, 44. 2 deaths. New Hampshire, 15. 2 deaths. North Dakota, 112. 2 deaths. West Virginia, 61. No deaths. Maine, 41. No deaths. Montana, 62. No deaths. Wyoming, 18. 1 death. Alaska, 79 today, but no deaths. No stats for Hawaii. Vermont, 12 with no deaths. And we don't care about them. Guam and about it. All right. So total, 3,887,549 cases New cases, 54,278. New deaths, 356 people died in the United States today. Pull the chat up. So y'all have seen, Manny said that's true about bad masks. Those cloth ones are for look. But if you put a filter in them, you make them relevant. Now, I believe that Manny said she was a nurse. So another nurse on Google suggested to use these, and this is why I use them. I need to order some more on down to my last bag. Hey, dang, the daggone pricing went up. Hey, the pricing went up. Y'all be saying to yourself, daggone pricing went up. But this is what I use. I believe, hold on, let me check. Give me 1 second, yeah. This is what I use. And last night, if you watched the show, you saw me make some. I don't want to pull them out. But this is what you do. You cut them, and then you take out the HEPA filter. And you put them inside the mask. Now these supposed to be 97.7%. And I also taught you to have an overhang. Let it hang out around the mask. Cut it so it hang out around the mask. So that way you get extra protection, especially here, because if you don't have it professionally done, you're not going to have the seal. Something can still get in through here. So you want to make sure you let it overhang. Now let me show you an example. Don't put this back in the bag so it's fresh. Now this is a KN95. Can y'all see it? KN95. This is supposed to be the equivalent to the 3M95 mask. Supposed to be the equivalent. This is the mask I use now, and I got it off Wish. As you can see, I don't know why you acting like this, sir. As you can see, I have them overhanging. Now you would say, well, why do you have it overhanging? So that when I put it on, that it's covering me. So don't nothing slide down the side. Because I fit it the best I can, but I'm not a professional. But I got that filter coming up on the end to protect. So can't nothing slide in. Because I don't have a professional fit. Now, like I said, the price went up. I hope that doesn't discourage y'all from using them. Wait a minute, what was that? Is that another size? 35 for 219. This is 9 for 25. This is 2 bags for $7.95. That ain't no deal. $6 for 35. That ain't no deal neither. Now this is Kirby Micron Magic 2. You can see these bags are bigger though, but you only get 2 of them in the bag. Here, these are allergen cloth, but you get 2 for $9. Same thing, allergen reduction. These are micro allergen plus, but they still are Micron Magic. Long as they Micron Magic. 2. This is a 6-pack for $17.85. It's only 2 bags in that one. All right, here's 9 for $13. That's what I might get. Let me add that to the cart. Is it premium? Saturday, man. Why I think we want to get them? I mean, I got some. That's pretty weird though. You have 2 for 35. You got 9 for 13, and you got 12 for 159. What's up with that? I don't know, but add it to the cart. As long as it's Kirby, I trust it. All right. Pull the chat up, see what everybody got to say. All right. Mandy said you can prevent the others too. Mandy said wear a mask, proper mask. Said okay, I gotta go change out these cloths. Driver said BD is very hard for a child. They can't catch the virus. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Driver said it's very hard for a child to catch the virus. I think that Liz sent us something. So let's go check out what Liz sent us. Hold on, I think Liz sent us something about that, sir. And let's get right on it. So let's pull it up. Wait a minute. All right. Wait a minute, we gotta find Liz. Liz at the bottom. All right. Should be hard to find. She sent it twice. There it is. All right, the driver, Liz got you covered. So let's go ahead and open up our other window. Oh, crap. I don't know whether or not it's a video. I don't think it was a video. So hold on. Let's find out. All righty, here we go. 15 LA County children sickened by rare coronavirus-related inflammatory syndrome. That's impossible. Somebody just said Georgia don't get nothing. Oh, let's check it out. A rare but serious and potentially deadly inflammatory syndrome believed to be associated with the coronavirus has now been identified in 15 children in Los Angeles County, officials said. Of the children, 73% were Latino, representing a disproportionate burden for the ethnic group. Latino residents are the largest ethnic group in LA County, making up about half of the county's residents. Nationally, about 70% of the cases of the inflammatory syndrome. Hey, what's going on here, man? I don't want to see that. What are you doing? You gonna make us watch it? Wait a minute, what? You gonna make us watch it? Nationally, about 70% of the cases of the inflammatory syndrome have been either Latino or Black patients. Multi-system inflammatory syndrome in children, or MSC, can cause different parts of the body to become inflamed, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, such as heart, lung, kidney, brain, skin, eyes, or gastrointestinal organs. Symptoms include fever, pain in the abdomen, vomiting, diarrhea, neck pain, rash, bloodshot eyes, and exhaustion. The syndrome has been called pediatric inflammatory multi-system syndrome, or PIMS. Most of the children develop MISC about 2 to 4 weeks after being infected with the coronavirus that causes COVID-19, the CDC says. Many questions remain about why some children develop it after a COVID-19 illness or contact with someone with COVID-19, while others do not, the agency said. No one who has experienced the syndrome has died in LA County, but the syndrome is potentially deadly. As of July 15th, the CDC received reports of 342 cases and 6 deaths related to the inflammatory syndrome. Of them, at least 99 cases and 2 deaths were in New York State, according to the New England Journal of Medicine. The 2 deaths in New York State involved children 12 or younger, the medical journal said, who were admitted to the hospital with abdominal pain and fever, a high heart rate, and low blood pressure. In LA County, the median age age range of those experiencing the syndrome was 8.5 years old. Officials said 40% were 5 or younger. Another 40% were between 6 and 12, and the remaining 20% were between 13 and 20. All right, Mr. Driver, I'm listening. Children got their own version of it. Hey, I wish Mandy hadn't left. I was gonna ask her, cause I'm going to go right to Google and I'm going to put in 3M. Go to shopping. Yeah, anybody want a gas mask? You can get a gas mask. Anybody want a gas mask? I ain't seen a regular mask yet. Anybody see a mask? What's this right here? New Balance 4-layer gas mask. That's it. Dang. If you get purple and white, $25. Sky blue, $25. So only the white is $14.99. Y'all be ashamed of yourself, man. Y'all be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed. It's ship free. Hey y'all, $15. Now let's look at the history on it. Now I had no stat. Yeah, can I learn more about the item? For sale on New Balance 4th layer Mace Fast. New, they're washable both by hand and machine. It's an over the head, fit 6 different color strap colors to choose from. Not available anywhere online. Made in the USA. One size fits most children from adults. I don't know. What do y'all think? Hey, what do y'all think? Is it worth $15? All right, y'all. I'm gonna make a switch. It's hot outside, even with these two air conditioners running. Let me put this one on low cool. We turn that one down to low cool, and we're gonna put this one on high. Oh, it is on high. Oh, go back. Now you back on, sir. All right. I'm afraid the power gonna cut off. There's that fly. I don't know how I got in here. They're gonna open the door and check on the scooter. Where you go? Come on, sir. Where you go? I'm ready to fight. Where you go? I got my spray bottle. I got my box right there. You spray them with soapy water. Okay? You make their wings wet. Then they can't fly. Then you use something to knock them down, and then you step on them. So he keep hiding. I think he was in the bathroom all that time. I opened the bathroom door. All right. I'm ready to fight. Where you at, sir? Come on, sir. Don't you want to fight? Come on and get the book. Y'all see that? When I'm ready to fight, don't nobody want to fight. Where you at, sir? I think it's cowardly. And we looking here. I don't see no man. All right, so let's go back. All right, Amazon.com. Does Amazon have anything? You supposed to be showing me masks, sir. You showing me what I've been looking at. Boy, that's a bad mama jama right there. I tell you. Oh, man. I ain't even see this one. What the heck is that? That look like a daggone semi. Yeah, they want $4,000 for that. Boy, that's a bad mama jama right there. God, no, boy. I had to get one of them horns. Doo, doo. Like the truckers. That's a bad mama jama. Where's the basket at, though? Ain't no basket on it. And ultra bright lighting system. That's a bad mama jama right there. Oh, they got storage. That's a storage area right there. Oh, so you don't need no basket. You got your little storage area right there. Oh, shucks. You got your cup holder right there. That's where your key goes. That's where you charge it at. Dang. That's nice right there. I wonder how fast it goes. It better go 25 miles per hour. Want some daggone $4,000. It better go 25. It better go. 31-mile driving range. 440-pound weight capacity, and fast 10 miles per hour top speed. You only go 10 miles per hour? That suck, man. Somebody want to pay $4,000 for something to go 10 miles per hour. Shane is out. Shane. That's a bad Mama John right there. I don't care what nobody say. That's hot right there. That's H-O-T. Go ahead. Now, that says manly. That says manly right there. I ain't going to try and front. That says manly. That's just a bad Mama Jama. I ain't seen this one before. Which one is this? Of course, it couldn't be cheaper. Top speed of 15 miles per hour. I'm not really impressed. I mean, it's nice, but that's too much money for 15 miles per hour. It's too much money. I mean, you can get one of these. 45 miles on a single charge. Top speeds of 18 miles per hour. That's a bad Mama Jama right there. Oh, yeah. Y'all see us riding along. I have a camera sitting right there. And I put the 360-degree camera. I will hook it on to the back of this, see the rod right there? I will hook it on to the back of that and have it extend up so that you get the overhead look and you ain't got to see me. And you can get the overhead look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a bad Mama Jama. That's definitely hot right there. Yeah, that's hot right there. Look at Grandpa. Sorry, Grandpa, you don't even look cool in that. That can't help you. Sorry, Gramps. You don't look cool. You don't look cool, sir. You don't look cool. Reusable respirator. Let's check this out real quick, y'all. Oh, Lord. I know they're arm and a leg. All right, let's try something different. Well, that's the first thing. I didn't type that in. There you go. Can we go to shopping? No result. 3M respirator N95 didn't match any. Product availability may be limited or we remove results of excessive price increases. Dang. So look at the details. Approved for at least 95% filtration efficiency against certain non-oil-based particles. Two-strap design with welded dial point attachment. Help provide a secure seal, cushioning nose foam, lightweight construction. During the public health emergency of the COVID-19 pandemic, these standard N95 industrial respirators may be used by healthcare professionals according to the USDA Emergency Use Authorization. 3M particulate respirator 8210 is not cleared by the US FDA as a surgical mask. As a surgical mask, it is not considered fluid resistant. Therefore, a face shield must be worn during use. Okay, so how much are they? Where's the price? How do you order it? I don't see a price. How much are they? All right, how about product for customers? There we go. And then what was that? Nah, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. Let me see. Currently unavailable. Currently unavailable. They look cheesy. Currently unavailable. All right, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, let it go. Yeah, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You're not gonna be able to get one. What about here? We don't want disposable. We want reusable. Ah, forget it. I'm holding the show up. I'm sorry, y'all. I was trying to see if I can find a place for y'all to go buy a mask at, a real one. Let's see what the chat's saying. Anybody still here in the chat? Did everybody leave? Ain't nobody said nothing yet. Well, did everybody leave? Y'all see this? Yes, you can. Let's go. Now, the reason I pulled this up, I said, people that don't want to wear a mask are being selfish. They're being selfish because they don't care about their fellow man. What does the Bible say about you caring about your fellow man? We've been covering the past 3 weeks people's attitude and how people have the ability to see something and know it's something there, but to be able to rationalize in their own mind and take themselves out of it. Yes, it does help if you wear a mask, but I don't want to wear one. So, put on you. I'm an American citizen. I ain't got to wear a mask. God gave us the right to breathe air. I'm riding this bike or this scooter or this motorcycle. And if I have an accident, I might land on my head and become retarded or handicapped. I'll be, hey. But I don't care. I ain't wearing no helmet. See, if you don't care about yourself, you don't care about nobody else. When you hear somebody say, if I get it, I get it. They don't care about themselves getting it. How can they care for their fellow man? When you go in the store and you see it's elderly people in there shopping, and you ain't got no mask on, do you turn around and say, maybe I'll wait till they come out? Or do you say, put on them? I'm going in here to get my stuff. If you don't care about protecting yourself, you're not going to care about protecting other people. I'm going to the beach to see the girls in the bikini. I ain't wearing no mask. They ain't going to talk to me anyway. If I give them sick, I give them sick, food on them. I just want to look at them. I'm going down here to the bar to hang out with the boys. I might get them sick and send them home to their family to get them sick. But you know what? I just want some companionship conversation. Food on them. They ain't no different. That pretty girl a prostitute. My wife and kids waiting for me to come home. Should I go pick her up? Should I buy some condoms? Nah, I'm going raw. And your wife home pregnant. You go home and you take that aid. to your wife and that new baby. You were doing what you wanted to do. You had the free will to mess around with that cheap prostitute. This is what we're talking about. There are people that watch this show every day. They don't ever say nothing, but they watch it. Some of them watch to see if I get crossed up. Some of them watch to see if there's an opportunity for them to be able to go tell somebody else, hey, Brother Derrick did this. I got him. I'm going to be the star of the chat for the day. I'm going to go make a video about him. But they listen to what I teach and don't pay it no mind. When they spending them thousands of years down there on the slow burn, they gonna have plenty of time. Hey, I listened to this man all that time. I ain't take nothing he said to heart. I wish I had. All the governors and the mayors that opened up, especially in the Carolinas, Florida, North Carolina, Texas, Georgia, Louisiana, Alabama, Tennessee, Arizona. Now I'm naming that state. They wish they had no open back up. But Bubba Derrick was here calling for a shutdown. But you'd rather just wait, right? Wait and see how many die, see how bad it get, because you wanted to keep doing what you wanted to do. Sometimes you can't do what you want to do. But there are a lot of people in these United States that believe they're going to do what they want to do. You got young ladies that can't wait to get out of school so they can get them a little job and get them an apartment. Because the parents won't let them have boys over. But then when they get pregnant, they want the parents to come help them out. There are young men whose parents want them to excel in school, but they get caught up with some girl in high school, and they wind up not going to college, and they wind up doing low-paying jobs and trying to raise 3 kids on minimum wage. Don't you think they wish they could go back and do it over? Why is it that when we given the opportunity to do better, we choose to do worse? Especially here in the United States. If somebody tell you can't do something, you go out of your way to prove you can. Even if it makes sense, it don't matter. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me nothing. I'm going to do it. Why do we have that mindset? We elect the leaders of the government. Yet, if you go talk to the average person, they'll tell you, screw the government. I ain't doing what they suggest. Screw them. Well, you put them in there, dummy. Put people in there that agree with you. But you don't. I'm just showing you some of the things that make people from other countries come ahead and go, wow, this is how it is over here. There's a lot of buyer's remorse in the United States. Our politicians, our police department, even our fellow citizens. When we put faith in them, they let us down. Why are you proud? The Bible says, don't put your faith in man. Why does everybody get so gung-ho behind the president when you know he's screwing? Behind the mayor when he's destroying the city? Why do they get behind the cops when they terrorize? Why do we send our soldiers overseas to go harass people that's minding their own business? I asked the real question here. A lot of people can't handle it. So let's read this article, y'all. I have a confession to make. There are times when I'm actually ashamed to be a Christian. And with the recent comments regarding Syrian refugees that have been coming from so-called Christians, Mike Huckabee, Ben Carson, Jeb Bush, etc., perhaps it's time to take a look into the Bible and see exactly what it says on the matter of helping your fellow man. As you can probably guess, the pretend followers of Jesus are not going to be the least bit pleased about this, but I hope to potentially shame them into seeing their own hypocrisy. That is, if they are even capable of feeling shame for saying they're one kind of person and then behaving as the opposite. The parable of the Good Samaritan, one of my favorite stories. This lesson came directly from Jesus and can be found in Luke 10:25. A man was traveling. Oh, this ain't the one I like. A man was traveling and encountered thieves who robbed him and left him wounded. A priest sees this man and passes by on the other side of the street, so he won't have to get any closer than he needs to. A Levite does the same. But the Samaritan bound up the injured man's wounds and carried him to the nearest inn so he could recuperate. He also told the innkeeper that he will pay whatever else the man owed when he returned. Did the Good Samaritan know this man? No. Was he obligated to help him? Technically, he wasn't. However, Jesus was making a larger point about caring for your fellow man. He was saying the Samaritan had acted in a godly and compassionate manner. Has Mike Huckabee read this parable, or was he too busy pretending he's a viable candidate for the White House? The Good Samaritan is not the only passage of the Bible that instructs us to care for the less fortunate. Consider these. Hebrews 13:16. Do not neglect to do good and to share what you have, for such sacrifices are pleasing to God. Do not neglect to do good and to share what you have, for such sacrifices are pleasing to God. That means don't hold up everything for yourself. Matthew 25:35-40. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you welcomed me. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me. Then the righteous will answer him, saying, Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you a drink? And when did we see you a stranger and welcome you, or naked and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and visit you? And the king will answer them, truly I say to you, as you did it to one of the least of these my brothers, you did it for me. Did y'all understand that? Every time you do a good deed or a good act, and you do it from the heart, not because you want somebody to pat you on the back, not because you want to get attention, but you do it because you know that that's what Jesus would want you to do. Because you do it for him. And so he's saying, as you do that for somebody, it's like you doing it for him. Y'all understand that? Proverbs 19:17. Whoever is generous to the poor, lends to the Lord, and he will repay him for his deed. Whoever is generous to the poor, lends to the Lord, and he will repay him for his deed. Philippians 4 said, let each of you look not only to his own interest, but also to the interest of others. It is a complete list, no, not even close. There are hundreds of similar instructions from both the Old and New Testament. But perhaps the wisdom we would all do well to emulate can be found in both the Jewish Torah and the Muslim Torah. It is a maxim all of us should never forget. He who saves a single life saves the world entire. He who saves a single life saves the world entire. Hey, did everybody leave? All right. Then I'll be back on the Reverend channel. I'll be back on the Reverend channel at 8 o'clock. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. And let me go ahead and get out of here. Just wanted to get this channel in circulation, and we did. We got that done. So let's come back on the Rev channel. So I'll see y'all 8 o'clock.